Hey guys, Wes Litton here. Look, I know you're probably all like me, trying to figure out team growth, trying to figure out how to get to the next level in a market that's been kind of somewhat sad, honestly, over the past few years. So I wanted to shout out Speculo. We jumped on the Speculo train probably about 6 months ago, right in there. I'm fully committed to AI and AI integration in our business, but I'm always looking for how do I not just try to build this, but how do I partner with people who are building it with excellence? And Speculo meets that criteria. One of the main things that really brought me to Speculo was simply the AI calling. And I know that's kind of like a hot topic and that kind of thing. So obviously TCPA compliant, do not call list compliant. But what's crazy is after running ISA teams for years, we typically stayed between 4 and 7 ISAs to support our team. We've been able to replace a huge chunk of that effort simply with Speculo. This program is calling tens of thousands of dials every single month for us. They're hitting our pond, they're dredging up all kinds of leads that were previously dead, having contacts, having communication, raising the flag for our in-house ISA to go in and actually make that secondary contact to book the appointment. Truly, it's been a godsend for us, and we really do appreciate the effort it's saved us, not only in physical dials, but then also the effort in recruiting and training and teaching ISAs. You guys know as much as I do that sometimes that's the hardest role to fill, it's the hardest role to train, and the hardest role to keep. So if you've got someone good, maybe we can layer Speculo like we have over the top of that, continue to have that program elicit buyer and seller opportunities so that your in-house people can really crush it. Some numbers to kind of go along with that. Generally, our ISAs were making 5 times the monthly contacts prior to implementing Speculo. So if an ISA in our group had to make 5,000 pawn dials in a month, I don't know, just picking randoms, we're kind of down to like that 1,000. So we are estimating that our ISAs are spending way less time dialing dead and old leads, and the majority of their dials now going to leads that Speculo has gone in, they've had a conversation, we can read the transcripts, we've got some good notes and some good information about what that lead is looking to do. So almost like the cream rising to the top, right? Our ISAs can spend more time focusing on those people instead of having to just dig and dig and dig through decades of PPC leads. One of the other huge benefits of Speculo is that our time to lead, or our speed to lead, has been cut into about 1/10. We ran a great team, we still run a great team, but we ran a great team of ISAs in support of our agents, and as those PPC leads would come in, if it was outside of business hours, sometimes our speed to lead slowed down. The reality is there's no business hours with Remy and Speculo, right? That bot can immediately call, text, email, can make that contact. Our speed to lead has gotten so much better, and we're seeing a way higher contact rate per PPC lead coming into our database. And what's awesome about that is it's not just from one source. So we're routing all of our lead sources directly to Speculo and having Remy go in and contact them. And we're seeing really high conversions. And we're also seeing a lot of opportunities pop up to fill our ISA and agent pipelines. Obviously, I'm over here touting Speculo and how great they are. And frankly, a lot of people ask me the same questions, hey, do people just kind of hang up on this? How do you trust your SOI with a robot? All those kinds of questions. Well, guys, I'm in Springfield, Missouri. That's like the middle of the United States. And if you know anything about Springfield, it's kind of good old boy territory. So what I mean by that is there was a lot of trepidation on our team implementing a technology where you're in a culture, people like that good old, old-fashioned handshake, that Southern charm, whatever you want to call it. They really want to be person to person. I think the reality is Speculo's done a wonderful job of not only announcing its AI, but then pushing to connect that consumer with a live agent. And so if someone chooses to, all they have to say is, yeah, go ahead and transfer me. And then boom, immediately that lead is transferred to our in-house agents or a real estate agent. What's wonderful about that is it's digging up the opportunity and then connecting. That's what we were looking for. If someone wants person-to-person connection, utilizing AI is a huge advantage in that. There's the other side of that too, where it's a past client of yours, a friend you go to church with or play sports with or whatever it might be. At the end of the day, sometimes our limiting belief is that we need to be the one contacting them. But then if I look at your year, how often are you really contacting them? Most real estate agents, when they're really busy, selling 48, 80, 100 homes a year just by themselves, they're not doing the long-term follow-up and nurture work of some of those past client leads. They're always working at the very bottom of that funnel for the right now business. Speculo is a wonderful partner to take all the remainder of that and connect through. And what's great about it is that scripting is pretty simple. Hey, this is Remy with Wes Litton's team giving you a call. We wanted to invite you to this event, or we wanted to just check in on you, see if you're still loving your house. It's no different than if I were to delegate to an assistant, to our ISAs on our team. Our local people and our SOI sometimes even will give me a call afterward and say, hey, I just talked to your AI, it's so cool. That's the kind of thing that's really, really awesome right now, is this isn't a foreign technology to most people. Most people are playing with ChatGPT, Gemini, all the rest. So when we implement this, it's kind of showing them, hey, we're the agent of the future and we're utilizing this tool to better serve you. Because if they say yes, hey, we're thinking about selling our house, that's an immediate live connection with me, and I get that deal and I get to serve those people again. I know I said this previously, but I'm gonna hit it one more time. One of the best pieces of Speculo is it's replacing a lot of our ISA efforts. So our workflow is typically centered around nurtures and follow-ups. That's exactly what Speculo is doing at a really high level. So any of those pond leads, I think our team's like 30,000 pond leads, Remy's consistently working that lead pond to generate opportunities for us. That's a lot of nurtures being made. That's thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of phone calls going out each month. It's text messages, it's emails, it's all of those amazing things. So in terms of workflows, it's a direct integration with, we use Follow Up Boss, so it's a direct integration with Follow Up Boss. So we can see all those transcripts, we can see all those contact attempts, we can see anything that happened with that lead in a completely automated fashion. That way, once it gets, to our plate or our ISA's plate, they have a full picture of who they're contacting. It's cutting down a ton of the background time of, reading through not only the lead's profile, Facebooking that lead, we use Fast People Search, so Fast People searching that lead, all that background work that our ISAs were doing to create a meaningful connection with the lead, totally gone now because Speculo is doing most of that for us.